Okay, Mr. Moss,
Yes, good morning.
I don't see your client anymore. Did he log out?
I believe he might be having, okay, here he comes, some technical difficulties.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Was there restitution on the Leckleitner matter?
You did request it. Figured I have not had contact with the victim, but there was a subpoena sent.
Okay, let me call the case real quick while you log in or do it. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Matthew Leckleitner, file number is 21-02204FY. Council appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Andrea Lacey appearing on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the Honorable Court, Attorney Jackie Moss for and on behalf of my client, Matthew Leckleitner, who is also appearing via Zoom from a separate location.
Okay, Mr. Leckleitner, I have a note in my file here. You failed to report to probation on May 9th. That's ordered.
Okay,
And that you failed. You were supposed to report in person. It's what they're asking now.
got you. Okay, I didn't realize that. I can go ahead and call Kelly and set up an appointment.
No, there's no appointment. Your appointment is today, sir. Because you already failed to appear. So I actually could issue a bench warrant because you violated the order.
Okay, I apologize, Your Honor. I got two cases going and I do have. Okay, so the parole or probation officer I did speak with was on the first case. I have to check in with probation again on this one.
Okay.
I'm
Which
sorry.
probation officer did you speak with?
Her first name is Kelly. I forget the last name. It's with 54A.
I don't know that we have a probation officer named Kelly. Well,
Is that,
this is Brendan, and you were supposed to sign a probation order, or my order for probation, and you never did.
I just signed a probation order over the phone yesterday or the day before.
Okay, I don't have one in the file. I do have a note from Brendan that you failed to report and sign the orders. He wants you to come in person today after your hearing.
Okay, I can do that.
Judge, I did look at the subpoenas that were submitted. They did not include Zoom instructions. If I could just call the hallway real quick and make sure no one's here before. Sorry, thank you.
Your Honor, for my notes, what is Brendan's last name, please?
I believe it's Hannah. He didn't sign it on here, but I believe his name is Brendan Hannah.
Okay.
Okay, so today was the date that was set for a restitution hearing. Do you have a witness here?
No, Your Honor, it does not appear that the witness has answered the subpoena. There were subpoenas sent with today's date, time, and to appear in the court. So no even Zoom instruction. No one is here in the hallway, and I got them made aware of anybody present on Zoom either.
Okay, I don't have anyone on Zoom other than Ms. Bryan, who's waiting for her case to be called. So at this time, we're unable to proceed with the restitution hearing. So no restitution will be ordered. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people at this time.
Nothing from defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Leckleitner, please make sure you get in contact with probation. You should come in person so you can make sure everything is squared away and signed, because you don't want them to violate you on probation this early, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll take care of that.
Thank you.
I'll give you a call,
You're all
Matt.
set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay. Ryan's file. Was it supposed to be like for a car damage or something?
Yeah,
She probably did it through our insurance or something. Yes.
very fast.
Why did you not? Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Christina Bryan. The file number is 22-00224 SM. Have your appearance, counsel.
Yes, Assistant Public Defender Scott Nickel on behalf of Christina Bryan, who prefers to go by Daxton.
Okay, Daxton Bryan, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Today's the date set for sentencing. I do have a pre-sentence report and recommendation here. Did you get a copy of that, Mr. Nickel?
I did.
See any reason why we need to make a corrections, deletions, or updates?
No additions, deletions, or corrections to the factual content of that report.
We can proceed with any allocation.
So I did have a chance to go over this pre-sentencing report yesterday. The client has been in relatively good contact with both me and her and his attorney in Eaton County. As the report notes, there is some uncertainty as to what Judge Maurer in Eaton County is going to do. Either a term of jail or a term of probation. So Brian's understanding that Judge Maurer is leaning towards a term of probation because he is compliant with the CPS case. He is compliant with counseling and therapy and medications through CMH to address the mental health issues. It appears from talking with Dexon and review of the police report and discussions with his attorney in Eaton County that the not properly addressed or treated mental health issues really are what led to both this case and the case in Eaton County. We'll also note he is working with parenting classes, does receive SSI. He is doing testing through CPS and is testing negative for all substances. So we would be asking the court follow the recommendation, provide a sentence of 12 months of probation, allow Zoom reporting because Dexon does now live with his mother in Eaton County and is likely going to be serving a sentence in Eaton County as well. And I did go over with him as far as the programming and other things and testing that the court is requiring, that if he is doing that for CPS or probation out in Eaton County, that simply signing releases to make sure that all three agencies can communicate with each other, share results, should satisfy. The court's not likely to require a duplication of services, but simply require that there be proof of compliance with all of the requirements of this probation. It is Dexon's goal to maintain stability, to work towards getting custody of his children back and working towards putting these two cases behind him and moving on to a more positive path in his life. And so I'd ask the court to adopt the recommendation at this time.
Today is my daughter's first birthday today, Your Honor.
Happy birthday to your daughter.
Thank you so much, Kristen. I mean, Your Honor, sorry. I didn't mean to. I apologize, Your Honor. Sorry, Ms. Simmons.
It's Judge Simmons.
Well, Judge Simmons, sorry about that.
Thank you.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
And so the only concern I have is I don't know what the 56th Circuit Court is intending to do. So I'm reluctant to give a term of probation if they're going to do jail time. So what I think I'm going to do, I am going to adopt the recommendation of the court, sentence it for him to a term of probation. And however, I'll note that that term of probation can be suspended if there's a sentence in 56 for is it Daxton to serve jail time. That way, it's not a situation where Daxton's getting released after serving some time and then have to go on probation.
Understood.
And hopefully, if there is a sentence in the 56th Circuit for jail time, that services will be provided then, and appropriate treatment. I'm inclined to believe as well, though, that under the circumstances that you outlined, they may be high likelihood that Jackson will get probation as well. We do have a minor that's involved here, and it appears that Jackson's being compliant, like you said, with CPS, which is going to be my order anyways. And the underlying issue seemingly being a mental health issue. So if Jackson's addressing that, I think that we can likely not see a repeat occurrence of this type of behavior. So I'm going to sentence Jackson to a term of 12 months probation, which again,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Can be suspended. You're welcome. Suspended if the 56th Circuit does remand you to the custody of the jail. Okay.
All right, Your Honor. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Okay. So while on probation, a couple of my concerns primarily is that you need to make sure you remain compliant with CPS orders and all orders that they give you for counseling or treatment or otherwise, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm also
Now, I wanted to say something, Your Honor, if it's okay, real quick, please.
Well, it's up to your attorney. I don't know what you're gonna say.
I do plan on getting a medical marijuana card, if that is okay, because I do have PTSD.
Okay, we haven't gotten to that point, but if you do get a medical marijuana card, then you just need to show your probation officer that you have a
Okay,
valid
I most
one.
definitely will do that for sure.
Okay, yeah, so as of right now, that's not an issue because you're not gonna be allowed to use any drugs or alcohol that you don't have a valid prescription for. But once
Yes,
you
Your
get a
Honor.
valid card, then you just make sure that your probation officer is giving a copy of that, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
Okay, and so you need to also, while on probation, continue your counseling through community mental health, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I plan on doing so. I have counseling actually coming up on the 16th.
Okay, very good. And so while on probation, and the victim again is the father of Jackson's child.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not going to continue a no contact order because of that familial relationship. However, CPS, I'm sure, has an order in place that covers that, or the family court can take care of that. While on probation, you're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're not to purchase or possess a firearm, ammunition, or weapon of any kind while on probation. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then also you're not to use or possess alcohol, marijuana, or controlled substance unless you have a valid prescription, like we talked about with the medical marijuana card. So if you get a valid card, just send a picture to your probation officer and then that'll cover that, okay?
Okay, thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. while on probation, you're gonna be required to submit to random preliminary breath tests and your analysis. You are responsible for the fee associated with that, okay?
Your Honor, my SSI is currently off right now.
Okay. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry that it's off, but there are fees associated with probation and you're still responsible for them, okay?
Yes, I know. I gotta find money ASAP to be able to do my drops because I really don't have the money right now.
So is it okay? Hearing some background noise. Okay.
Sorry about that. That was my mom. She was coughing.
No problem. So you also cannot be at any clubs or bars while on probation, okay?
Okay. Thank
Do you
you.
have any questions about those conditions?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. And so there's a $30 per month oversight fee that you're responsible for while on probation, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
I recognize your SSI is suspended. When your resources are limited like that, what I prefer that you do is that you take your limited resources to make sure you're compliant with the testing and your analysis, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because if you're compliant with everything else and the only thing you haven't been able to do is pay these monthly fees at the end, I can always waive those, okay?
Okay, yeah, I would definitely like that because I'll still do the drops as long as you'll be able to explain to them that, my SSI is currently, pending right
Well, I
now.
can't waive any I can't waive any fees for the drops because of your SSI. I don't have control over that.
Okay,
So you're gonna have to get with your family and figure out how you can get those resources taken care of because you're gonna be required to do these drops, okay?
yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, on that note, if it would be fine with the court, because she's doing testing through CPS, I believe those are paid for. Would the
No,
court be
they're
willing to accept the results of those tests?
That's perfectly fine.
Okay, thank you so much.
I'll note
Because I go
that you
through
are-
Bethany Christian Services, Your Honor, and they do random drug screening and stuff, and it's free over there.
Okay, I'll note here, thank you for that information, that she's already testing through CPS order. And that will be, that information should be shared with probation and that will satisfy the random testing.
Okay, so then I won't have to pay for it?
That is correct. You don't
Okay,
need to
thank
do
you so
3
much.
efforts. If you're already dropping, you don't need to drop another time.
Okay, yeah, I've been doing that since I got out of jail.
Like we discussed yesterday, just sign a release with Bethany Christian Services so they can share that with probation.
I most definitely will. I'm gonna call them after I get off the phone with you.
Okay, very good. As to fines and costs, there's a $75 crime victim rights fee that by statute I must assess. There is a $50 state minimum cost that also needs to be assessed. Again, the $30 per month oversight fee for probation will amount to $360. Again, we can address that in another way. If you've been compliant throughout the course of your probation and the only issue is finances, I'm not going to penalize you on for not being able to pay that, okay?
Okay, thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And then I'll waive any discretionary fines and costs at this time.
All right, Your Honor.
Make sure if your telephone number or any other information changes that you provide the court with that immediately. But the number we have here ends in 6064. Is that correct?
Yes, that is.
Okay. And you have any questions at this time?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set. Good luck.
All right, thank you, and you have a great day.
Same to you. Okay, so Good morning. What's your name?
Ronald Green.
Do you have an attorney?
I was supposed to have a court-appointed attorney, but I don't know if he's in the Zoom meeting with you or not. I don't know.
Okay, you requested
I was just
court-appointed
worried about you.
counsel?
Huh?
You requested court-appointed counsel?
I think so, yeah. I got all my paperwork and it said be on in the Zoom meeting at 8:30.
Okay, we don't know a status of your application for court-appointed counsel, so let me see if I can find a public defender, okay?
Okay.
Ronald Green said that he applied for court-appointed counsel. Okay, Lieutenant Secure Jackson. Mr. Petrovich is here. Nice suit, Mr. Petrovich.
Yeah.
Are you expecting your client to log in?
Taylor Phillips, I did not have contact with her, so I sold it to you.
Okay. Zarka is no longer in their custody. Oh, gosh. Right. Have that card. Okay, Mr. Green.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so a public defender here has looked into the status of your application. It's still pending. It doesn't sound like they need any additional information from you at this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to note that you'll appear next week for your preliminary examination. Hopefully you'll have a response by then, whether or not you're approved or denied, okay?
Okay,
And if not, then if you're not, then we'll, if not, either a response or if you're denied, we'll address that next week, okay?
okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, that the only thing I got to really say, I'm out here working truly hard, and that I hope I can like get this charge dropped down to like a,
Oh, okay, I'm gonna stop you, sir, because I don't want you to say anything that could be used against you, okay? But we like
Okay.
to hear that you're working really hard, okay?
okay,
Okay, so continue to work really hard, and then once we hopefully get you a public defender, they'll be able to work on your behalf, okay?
okay,
We'll see you next week.
okay. Is it in Zoom? I gotta come in person.
You need to come in person, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Oh,
they're not here. They didn't be here.
sir, what's your name?
Bradley Slater.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Slater. Did you apply for a public defender?
Yes, I did.
She's not.
It doesn't say.
Okay. Mr. Contributor, are you able to get me a status from Mr. Slater? Thank you. Okay, hang tight, Mr. Slater. We need to get a status of your application for court-appointed counsel, okay?
Okay. Yeah. So I don't have an attorney, Your Honor?
Bradley Slater, 210307.
Correct.
Okay, so it looks like, I have a note from Mr. Palmer where it does appear that he applied for that, but then there's no additional information after that, so. and Behind the scenes, we've been having a little bit of problems with certain things being a bit slow after some equipment changes, so I'm wondering if it's that, so.
But it doesn't, you don't see where you need additional information from him?
No, it doesn't seem to have the, like, generally, behind the scenes, we will get that information forwarded, not necessarily put it on file initially. Usually if they need more information, they'll put on, we need this employment data, that employment data. The fact that Mr. Slater's in jail will make him presumptively eligible. So I don't think we need more. But I'm going to make sure that effectively when I'm back at the office saying, hey, this one got messed
Okay, so Mr. Slater, I don't think you could hear that, but it sounds like your application is still pending at the public defender's office, okay?
Okay, what does that mean?
So that means they have not either approved or denied. There is a presumption because you are in the custody of the jail that you will be approved. And it sounds like you were also approved for representation in a matter before the 55th district. So
Yes,
it's like, I don't have an answer or as to why it had your application on this file wasn't approved yet. I just, where it was updated that it hasn't been approved yet. So we have to continue until next week, which you already have a court date on. And then hopefully you'll have approval by then, and then we can address the timeline issues if necessary, okay?
okay.
So as of right now, we're just gonna, oh, you have a question?
Yes, I do. I actually have a question about, my bond on, the, identity theft matter. Is that what we're here on today?
That's correct.
Okay. I am on parole, Your Honor. My parole agent is coming to see me today to send me to KPAP to rehab. And
Okay,
I would like to be able to go to rehab because I really need it.
okay. Well, if that happens, then we can address the bond so that you can be released to rehab, but that hasn't happened yet.
Well, no, she's coming up today to put in the order to send me to rehab to let me know what is going on. She's coming up here today at 1 p.m. this afternoon to meet with me again. She met with me on Wednesday, and she's just letting me know what KPAP I'm going to.
Okay, I don't have any of that information, so I need to get that information from either your parole officer or the jail can notify us once that's happened. I do have here that you are on parole in Ingham County, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, once that information is provided to me, then I can adjust your bond. But I can't adjust your bond without that information before me, okay?
Okay. So that'll be next week.
Well, if your parole officer comes today with such an order, the jail can notify me. I have no problem adjusting the bond then. You can have your parole officer know that I talked to you about this today and that she can have the jail call me once she's there to address your bond, okay?
Okay.
Other than that, we'll see you next week, okay, sir?
All right. Yeah, the jail here probably won't call you even if I ask them to. Unless
Your parole officer knows how to get in contact with me, and if the concern is that you need some therapy, then we want you to get therapy. The issue is I need information as to where you're going to be because you have a pending felony here.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Good morning. Who logged in under Stratus C5?
Joshua Smith.
Okay, thank you. I will let your attorney know that you are in the Zoom room.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Smith?
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
So you're good to go. We let the court know we're leaving the case on for the exam next week, okay?
I also look at the actual file itself.
What is that?
Can you hear me? We're leaving the exam on for next week, so the court doesn't need, we don't need to go on the record, so you're good to sign off.
You can go. It's-
Okay.
And I just need you to be here in person next week.
Okay. All right.
All right, I will see.
All
I'll
right.
see you next
Thank you.
week.
All. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mr. Austin, your client is here. I think we're gonna try to get her on the iPad. I believe she wants to speak with you.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. that they were given status?
Yeah.
Yes, and they, the office needs the answers to a couple of questions. I gave Mr. Moore the phone number so he can contact our office. So I just advised them to do that today so that they can finish processing this application.
Okay, so because your application is still pending, I'm going to continue your date for next week, but I'm gonna treat it as a probable cause conference, okay? Okay, so you can appear next week. Hopefully we'll have some answers or a decision about your application, and we can address any timelines necessary at that time, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any questions, sir? Okay, we'll see you next week. Make sure you contact the company. Next Friday, the 20th, it's gonna be at 9:30. Okay, we'll see you then. Okay, I see someone identified as Odie.
Yes,
What's your name?
it's Odelia Segredo Page.
Okay, very good. Do you know Bradley Hill?
Mm,
No, you don't know Bradley Hill?
oh, do I know a Bradley Hill? Yes.
Okay. Is he with you?
No?
Your Honor, if I may, Danica Powell on behalf of plaintiff in this matter. Mr. Hill resides out of state, so he has not been subpoenaed today.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so are you ready to go in the breakout room with Ms. Page?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, put you in a private meeting room to discuss your discovery matters.
Hi.
Okay, is he Kelly Willard?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Willard, we're waiting for the attorney on the matter for Case Credit Union to appear, and then I'll call your case, okay?
Okay.
I don't know where, Miss Willard, I don't know where the attorney is. I'm gonna give the attorney about 5 more minutes, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Powell, let me see if I can bring the other party back. Okay. Okay, so Ms. Page and Ms. Powell, do you need to have any further discussion or do we need to go on the record on this matter?
Your Honor, we did reach I was able to successfully conduct the debtor's exam. We did reach an arrangement which, with payments beginning on June 15th. And I had asked Ms. Page to tender payment and a first pay stub by that date. And if possible, Your Honor, if we could adjourn this to a date after that to ensure compliance. If she does make the payment and send the pay stub, I will go ahead and we'll call the court and cancel the date.
Oh. What was the date again?
June 15th is the due date.
Okay, so we'll adjourn this until after that. We'll give you the date now.
Great.
We can do June 16th activity. You go further out.
Because if she puts it in the mail, the 16th, so you're not getting it.
We can do June 23rd at 8:30.
June 23rd work for you at 8:30 in the morning?
That's fine with me, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll adjourn this matter and reconvene at June 23rd at 8:30 if necessary. If
Thank you,
not
Ron.
paid in full, then we'll get a notice from Ms. Powell. Do you have any questions, Ms. Page?
No, I do not.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Have a good morning.
Thanks.
Same to you. Okay, and Ms. Willard, I'm not sure what happened to the attorney who was supposed to appear on your matter. They should have received notice to appear today. I know this was a show cause after, Ms. Page, you're free to go. Okay, this is a show cause after a bench warrant that was issued because you didn't appear. I do see a note here from the time that you were arraigned, you didn't know about the previous court dates and you never received the paperwork. Now I'm not sure what's going on with Mr. Chernick. But he's not here. Let me see if I can put a call into his office.
Okay.
Okay, I was able to leave a voicemail. No one answered. I'm going to dismiss the show cause hearing and you're free to go, sir. I'm sorry, ma'am. You're free to go, ma'am.
Okay. Is there anything I have to do now?
Well, the issue, it looks like it's been pending for a little bit. They've been trying to get some information and try to complete a debtor's examination is what it looks like they've tried to do, but you didn't appear the first couple of times. So I think they sent a motion for show cause after failure to appear in August 2021, and then they sent another one in October. And so you didn't appear. That's when they requested a warrant. You did appear on the warrant. And so we set it for another show cause so that they can get the information they needed, but they did not appear. So what's likely to happen is if they still need some information, they'll probably come to the court and ask for another show cause, at which time we'll have to notice another one. Unless they're somehow satisfied, I don't know. But the
Okay.
address we have is on Warwick Drive. Is that still accurate?
When I came last time, a few weeks ago, I gave my new address. It's 6376 Lansing Ave. And it's in Jackson.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll update the file so that if another notice is sent for you to appear, they'll go to the correct address.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
other than that, you're free to go, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. And then oh, that's at 10:30.